I believe there's a thought that hardly anyone talks about, yet many people secretly think about it. Some people don't want to die, they simply don't want to exist anymore. It's the feeling of not belonging in this world, the feeling of being an outsider, almost like an alien. Most people know this feeling, the feeling of not fitting in, of not knowing what your purpose in this world is, the feeling of alienation that nothing truly feels right. When you are a child, life feels effortless, as if it simply unfolds on its own, but the older you get, the more it begins to feel like a burden, something heavy that you have to carry with you every day. Instead of experiencing life with ease, it often feels as though life itself has become an obstacle, something you simply have to endure and survive. I believe that many people, especially in the modern world, know this feeling. It's not primarily about having a genuine desire to end your life. Rather, it's about wishing you could simply stop existing, wanting to disappear, to fall asleep and never wake up again. The reasons for these feelings are often painful experiences that make life seem less worth living. People who have gone through such experiences frequently struggle with passive suicidal thoughts. Passive suicidal thoughts refer to thoughts or wishes of no longer wanting to live without having the concrete intention of actively ending one's own life. People who experience them often feel an overwhelming emotional burden and wish that life would simply come to an end on its own. At the core of these thoughts is often not so much the desire to die, but the desire for the suffering to end. The wish for non-existence can be an expression of hopelessness, emotional exhaustion, or the lasting impact of traumatic experiences. It is more a symptom than a disease in itself. The feeling of not wanting to exist is a desire to disappear, and sometimes it is less a reaction to life itself than to the circumstance in which we are living. More often, it is a wish for suffering to end, not necessarily for life to end. These thoughts can serve as a warning sign that something in your current situation needs to change. Perhaps we don't hate life itself, we hate the way we are experiencing it right now. No one chooses to have these thoughts, but they often reveal more about what is missing in our lives than about who we truly are. So the question we can ask ourselves is, what can I do? Perhaps the answer isn't to suddenly fall in love with life. Perhaps for now it's enough to stop trying to solve your entire life all at once. People who wish they no longer existed are often carrying the unbearable weight of a single moment that feels as though it will never end. But moments do end, feelings change, even when they seem endless in the present. One exercise that can be surprisingly effective is to radically narrow your focus. Instead of worrying about your entire life, begin by asking yourself how you can make the most of today. It is often the smallest actions that break the feeling of complete helplessness. Hope doesn't always come before action. More often, hope grows because we take action. Enjoy the little things in life. Drinking a cup of tea, going for a walk, or reading a good book can help brighten each individual day, even if only a little. You don't have to find the answer to the meaning of your entire life today. It is enough to give today a chance. Life will never be free of pain, but pain is not all that life is. As long as we are still able to take even one small step forward, our story is not over. Perhaps behind a decision that seems insignificant today lies a person, a place, or a moment that will one day show you why it was worth staying. Not because everything becomes easier, but because change can only meet those who give it a chance.